With that, speaking of high tech, I'm going to welcome Dan to come on up here. Dan just gave a keynote along with Jacob, and Dan, you might not know this, but
that's not my notebook.
No, this is mine. So I'm a marketer myself, so I was really excited about your presentation talking about some pretty sophisticated marketing technology. Do you want to give those who are kind of tuning in and maybe unfortunately missed your live remarks?
How could they have missed that?
I know. It was fascinating. Can you talk a little bit about Lucy and how it works?
Yeah, so we have a product called Lucy, and she's an artificial intelligence cognitive assistant for marketing professionals. Right now, really targeting the Fortune 1000 and providing access to all of the data that they've collected or licensed by rent, and giving it not just to the individual who's running the email marketing system or the website or any of the hundreds of systems that they're collecting data in, but providing it to really the end marketer. And one interface, one kind of query bar, and really that simplifies the process of gathering information as it relates to what you're doing, what you want to do, product development, go-to-market kind of strategies, and also in reactionary mode, what happened, what's the competition doing, and how can I quickly be able to make a decision leveraging all that data that really is unused in corporations today.
Great. So thinking about the company equals 3. It's you, the individual, and Lucy, and you become this powerhouse. What is the need still of having a human in the equation? What is the human able to kind of synthesize from all of that beautifully curated data?
Yeah, it's actually really important, and the whole hypothesis is we're about getting key knowledge workers the access and the right information to make good decisions. And as you said, equals 3 is all about that. You plus Lucy equals 3. Lucy alone isn't going to be as good. You alone won't be as good. Together, you are much better. Again, using information company already has, pays for. I talked to many big companies, and we're an IBM partner, and they're a user. And so I talk about the Advertising Research Foundation, ARF, and Target's a member, United Health Group's a member, and that means that everybody in those organizations, all they have to do is request a login to this huge set of data, which is ARF, arf.org from your company's email address, and they'll give you a login. Or if you're a Lucy user, we just check a box, and that's just available to everybody in your organization. Sure. Because you've already paid for it. And I've never seen one hand go up. And when I asked this question at IBM, do you know that you have access to that? And that's the typical thing, right? There's a group of people who are members, they know, and they're active in the different organizations. AMA, the same way, American Marketing Association. There's a set of data. It's already in Lucy. You might be subscribers to Forrester, or again, all of that information just has to be turned on, and then it's available, through the license you already have, but using a different access tool.
Great. So one last question for you. The term data-driven marketer is hot. And I have to say it's a little bit of the bane of my existence, because there's then this assumption that you're using all this data all the time to make all these advanced decisions, and you should be so smart because you have all this data. Looking at the demo of Lucy, I mean, wow, it is just, it's gorgeous. How do you start to prioritize? And I know it's going to be different business by business, but what are some kind of recommendations of how you start sifting through all of that data to make good decisions?
Well, the first answer is really about how you bring in the data. And again, the organization might have 50 to 200 different data sources, and we say, let's pick the first 5. Sure. And start with 5 and add 2 more a month or 2 more a quarter. But what are the things where you have the most value and can start driving that value with, again, giving access to people who have not had access or couldn't gain access. In addition to those 5, there's 20 plus that are already in Lucy that might also be available inside the organization. And then it's about the user at the end of the day, going through the process and gaining access and understanding of what's in there. Part of the reason why you don't want too many data sets to open. One more component, kind of have under construction, we'll call it the easy button. And so if we have a bunch of queries that you always want to do, and so we can programmatically say, okay, enter the brand or the topic, and then execute a bunch of things and just populate it in a project automatically. And then let Lucy also interpret what other people are doing, because again, it's cognitive, and add value inside that folder. And so you can just do that and to start, or a sales rep could have, again, that populated every time they're going on a call.
Sure. Great. Very cool technology. Thank you. That'll do it for our live streaming session for this morning. We will be back at 12:10, so join us here or online, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you.